So I did the best I could. I might have
Cool.
missed some of it, but I did what I could.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to let me address like the very end, like this linear thing, and then we can work backwards.
Okay.
Because I appreciate that, because I mentioned last week to like, you know, do eighth notes or even just quarter notes, and that's mostly what you did before, up until we get to here, and then right here. Okay. So here. Okay, so this is you're playing blues, which is I'm all for playing blues, but we're getting to like the most changes oriented part of the song where we kind of need to make the changes. And you're playing. Which, like, for example, if I muted this part, I could just play C7. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we have no idea that the changes are happening under you. All right, so targeting some more chord changes will make this a rich, more of a rich line.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I knew that. I thought that would be a problem. I was trying to get the contour thing happening so that I could play more notes at the end of the thing.
Yeah, that's cool. But let's if we dig in here.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Gary.
Like that's a flat 7, and we're in C major. And so if we were going to stay on C major longer, then maybe you could get away with the flat 7 blues over it, but there's better blues you can play, like E minor blues would be better use of it. So if I change this B flat to a B, will it go up a half step? Right there. Let's turn the backing track on. Let me go back to where I was. Right here, yeah. Right, that's just that one little change where and this is nice, like yeah, so we're, as I've encouraged you before, to play when you have a 2-5-1. Here we have F sharp, F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to B7. So I encourage you, I've encouraged people in the past to just go directly to the 5 chord. So instead of doing this sound, wait, no, what'd you do? Let me find the end of it. Yeah. So what happens if those last 4 notes are down a half step, and we kind of outline the major third of B and the B itself? Starts here, I think. If I go like right here. Wait, hold on. I'm wrong. Hold on. I'm on the wrong chord. I told you F sharp 7 minor 7 flat 5, and I was wrong. Let me backtrack. I'm trying to make a. Maybe, let's try that. We're going to change the last two notes. Maybe these. Maybe we'll keep that. That's a sharp 5 on an E, which I like. But this D to D sharp, let's move it down a half step. How would I do that? Well, I like it. Okay, now here we got little problems here. And we're on A minor on bar 61. And we got a B flat in the melody or in the solo. So that B flat, I think the best note we can choose before that. Okay, I'm gonna get backwards on you. All right, so here. All right, let's change this to a B flat. And change the B flat to a B, which will make it the 9th of A minor.
Mm-hmm. Good.
See if I can get in there and split it, right?
It sounds good.
All right, so this one was a B flat. We want it to be a now we're consonant with the A minor. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Now we got another weird sound. This F natural. I'll just change it. Let's just change that to an F. This keeps hooking my chair. All right.
Man, I need to.
I think I want that. That's a correct note. It's a G. It's the 7th of A. But it sounds. Let me see. No. Let me think. All right, I'm going to have to try a couple things here. Because first of all, I'm going to try this just to be an A. Because an F sharp is coming right after. So I move this up 2 half steps. Okay, and then we got like some low down blues here, which on the turnaround, Let's see how it works. Oh, now we're getting off. We're getting weird. All right, so this is just, okay. This is the F sharp minor. Right there. I'm going to adopt it a little. Hold on, let me see what it's here. Ah, there we go. Just end on the B. And that is actually the notes are like, okay, so F sharp minor 7/5 goes to B7. The altered notes of B7 are those. Right? You like C minor, starting off with C minor, melodic minor, whatever, but the seventh of C. And so if we finish on that C, listen to how that changes the character. No, it sets up the sound. I'll do it again. All right, now we got to like do some heavy repair work here on the end of it here. Ooh, I'm confused. Let's see. Okay, I don't know. No. I'm just gonna do like a blanket and see if more notes fit in if I transpose everything up a half step than are right there. All right, because we're setting it up for the good ending. All right, I can fix that. Let's change this to B. Right there. Yeah. And this would be check this out. It's on the ninth, a little more pleasant. I think this one needs up a half step. Oh, not 3, 2. And of course, that note should be longer, which I can accommodate. No, don't move it. There. Okay, so now working backwards, you got this middle section here. That's it. All right, this could be a G. We move it. Click somewhere else. No, very good. This note. How long does that last? Right there. Okay. Sounds like a sharp 11. Let's go back to here. Okay. No. Oops, let me get where I can select that easier, like this. Okay. No, that's it's not moving like bebop kind of would, but we got the correct notes in there. So check out this whole linear section now that everything's like more, everything is with the chords now. Let's back it up. And we need a finish, da da, or something like that. But you hear how, like, almost, can't really tell for sure. Da, ba. It sounds like it works over the second ending, you know? So let me see what we need to do here.
Yeah.
Ah, nice ending. You know what?
You just lose those eighth notes, Gary.
Yeah, what we could do, move this
Yeah.
right up here. See what happens. No, I could use those. This is a root, which is okay. I'll go here and take that same note, na da da, that you were on. There we go. It's like it's ready to go to the next thing.
Cool.
All right, now let's in its second ending. Cool.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the repeat of this note.
Yeah, the doubling of the note, yeah. But that's something you can punch in. So now, because we've got a nice interpretation of the melody. Let's see. Cool. I like the symmetry. You're imitating the phrases there. I like that. No. Okay. We got to fix that note. Got a key change here. So So E, we're in the key of E flat now. It's 251. I don't know exactly where we're in the chord, but I mean in the beats, but this should be an E flat. Here we go. That was kind of weird. I'm not sure. No, da, da. That last note could have held longer. All right, so we're on major now. So this E flat needs to be an E. I want to make this one an E as well. All right, here we go. Nice. This is an A flat. I think we can make this a G.
Isn't that C sharp right there for?
No, we got like C major here. And C minor now. So I think I'll make this, let's make this an A natural. And it kind of sets up the D7 that's coming after. Oh, I'm sorry, I went the wrong way. All right, it should be. There we go, yeah.
That's all right.
There, that blank space is kind of a little dead. We could use some more energy there. But
Can you make that one last note longer, like you
Sure.
don't know how to do? That would be great.
let's see
There was
what
another one too. I'll show you.
split it, make some room.
Yeah. Yeah, when I do that with my dog, it goes. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, just the last note. Yeah, I see. Okay. Starting about here. Yeah. In fact, maybe shoot him shorter.
Yeah. That's on a downbeat. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, cool. Like this is it's a lot clearer presentation for me to work with, you know, although I did a lot of surgery on it.
Yeah,
But you can see how keeping things with the chords, you know, consonant makes
Yeah.
things.
Can you export that?
Sure. I can export just the bass track.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bounce that.
That'd be so good. Thank you. Then I can, I can't tell what those notes are because nothing says so. You're using your ear to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't have the changes in front of me. But if I put that in my DAW, I can tell,
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Great.
There we go.
Thank you, man. There's so
So
much.
it's called bass surgery.
Yeah. Well, I need it.
So I tell you what, just to be democratic, let me get to some other people, and then we'll look at ornithology later. Cool.
I just put it in there in case, I didn't.
Yeah, yeah. See
All
if
good,
there's
thank you.
anything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Enjoyed it.
Okay.
See what else I can answer. Like some of those melodies are sticking in my head that you played, Joe. So, da, 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 da. Or that's da, 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 da. What's that? Da, 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 da. The famous, it's a Broadway thing or something?
Cats.
No, 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 definitely not. No, it's Gershwin, I think.
No, it's cats with what's her name singing.
No, I don't know Cats, so there's
Yeah,
no way.
me
that would
either,
know.
but I'm sure it sucks.
No, it's Gershwin. There's some kind of Gershwin thing.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't know what it
Yeah.
is.
So anything else? Yeah, anything else we can tackle?
Don't about tackle, but some.
Hey, Nick.
Hey man, some Gary problem solving might be useful at this point.
Okay.
My continuing. Oh, I really struggle playing anything anything altered over a dominant chord. As soon as
Right.
I go anywhere near it, it's that case of I can't hear it, so I can't.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's totally legit. Yeah.
It sounds out of tune to me and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So you said something before, but if you I've been thinking about how to tackle what's a way of breaking that down so I can start to play something and hear it. Is there a good change? Like, is it going from what would be a good changes to play over, or is it simply taking the dominant?
I got it right here. Just practice this. Get a little faster. All right, so this is just the dominant 7 flat 9 in minor. I think it's D minor. Yeah, so why are these drums so soft? There's no velocity. Get up there. Okay, so when you got the 5 of D minor, like one place you can start. Let me see how this looks. Not too bad. Okay, I banged my hand mountain biking on a branch, so it's kind of swollen and it hurts to play, but I can power through it. So if you put your third finger on the third of A7,
Yeah.
all right, for the 5 of minor, the safest scale sound that your ears, I'm sure, can hear is a harmonic minor. So that. So I would entertain you, but like my finger, like not gonna let me play much.
You haven't put,
It's a little swelled up. You can see there.
yeah. When did you do it, Gary?
A couple of days ago. Yeah, I went a little too too wide on this turn, and it just looked like a leaf, but there was like a branch behind it, and I was kind of going too fast to adjust. I mean, it didn't knock me off balance or anything, but boy, it hurt.
Hey, Gary, can I ask anything off topic, or
Yeah, there is no topic currently, apparently.
do you still have that the stuff that my stuff that you were working on?
Oh shit, no.
No, that's okay. But you remember that you lifted the whole thing up a half step. Why did you do that?
Oh wait, because okay, I do have it. I thought you meant like from last week. Because I couldn't hear, because I couldn't hear enough notes coinciding with the changes. You know,
So why moving up a half step?
because I think because it was like instead of doing every note at a time, I was just like taking a risk and seeing if I could get more notes within the consonant interval, you know, consonant window.
Did it work?
I think so. I mean,
Okay.
let me go through. It was like this tail end of it here, because I was like changing like every other note. That's not. Wait a minute. Yeah, like. So I don't. If I go through here, I think I started it here maybe, up to none, up one, up two, up one, up two again, up one, up four. So most of them seemed to fit. It was just, you know, I was just being lazy and see if more notes would fit into the harmony than I had in front of me.
So how come I heard the notes that I played sounded okay to me?
Let's compare.
Oh no, I think the things that you did were much better, much more constant, and you know where it's supposed to be. But I don't know why I played that stuff.
Let's see.
Yeah, I feel kind of the same way you do, Joseph. It's like sort of something that I hear in my head sounds good, and Gary's like, well, no, that doesn't work. And then I can like I hear why it doesn't work, but it's sort of like, well, why can't I hear that? So I know.
So let's see what you did. Yeah, so like here's like it's a serious challenge that anybody, you should challenge yourself, is to be able to play a solo where people can hear the harmony instead of just playing notes that are common with the harmony, like so you heard the second ending happen because of the notes I was playing.
Yeah,
You know.
right. Yeah, you're right with the changes.
Right. So if I isolate this, yeah, there's not like I said, there's not enough consonant with that, especially the end of it. But like if I go here, like I could just play C7 through that whole thing, and you sound kind of bluesy and funky. But it's definitely not.
Yeah, if I may interrupt, I think maybe, can you hear me? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's Guy here. Hello.
Yeah.
I think maybe a problem is that the harmony, the chords are a little bit too much in the background, and as myself, I can't really hear them. So when the solo is a bit high, a bit loud, actually it's easy.
Oh, now your volume just went down a lot, Guy. I don't know why.
Sorry?
Your volume just went down. I can't hear you.
Really?
Not sure what happened. Like there you heard the second ending happen, you know, by just carefully selecting like the right line, you know, because it's possible to play very little, but that's not going to work when people drop out on you. You know, like I was totally right there, but if that had no backing accompaniment, then like, what's this fool doing? You know. So I'm just giving the contrary opinion, you know, of like make the harmony happen, like this, like the things. You know, that there's a very melodic way, and we still hear the changes happen, you know, so you don't have to be blazing through a whole lot of notes. You have to really zero in on the targets that are that do the best at making the harmony sound like itself.
Okay, thanks, Gary. But
Yeah.
the contour thing, it's like I wanted to play eighth notes that swung through that part to make it, to build, you know, to make it whatever happen, exciting, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. I get you.
But then, you know, I
So-
kind of lost the changes, you know.
Right. So the intermediate step for that is let me try it again. So
Quarter notes.
quarter notes, and if you do quarter notes pushed, then it gives it a little more momentum, and that's an intermediate exercise step before you do the eighth notes. And I think one thing that I might have, I'm not sure if I provided it last week. But if I find, let me go. Another way to do it is, do I have a Green Dolphin?
Yeah, 64 or something. Half speed.
Half speed. Another way to do it,
You sent that to us.
If you can find it, great. It wasn't here.
no, I've got it here. What I want to do, I'll show you, is that we can keep the tempo to not be so draggy. But here's Green Dolphin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go in here, select all these chords, and make the MIDI transformation half speed. So now we have, 64 bars of green. Is that what you were saying, Joe? 64 bars?
Yes, that's what I was saying, I guess.
Okay, because I didn't know where I kept it. So, yeah, so if you use that 64 bars, now the tempo where we're at, if I go up to like 220, And there's your eighth notes, da, 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 at that tempo. So there's your intermediate step by taking that. Should I bounce this again?
That'd be useful because it wasn't clear last week.
Yeah. Should I make it a little faster? See what it's like at 140. It's just twice as long. And then that becomes eighth notes at a faster tempo. All right, so that seems like a good tempo. I'm gonna bounce this. Green Dolphin double 140 BPM. There it is. In the chat. Let's see. And then there's the old traditional approach where you just have it on your radar the third of every chord. And while you're at it, add the third and the seventh of every chord. And then you'll see how a lot of times in the cycle of fifths or when chords moving forth that those interchange. Third becomes a seventh, seventh becomes a third. You know, on the turnaround. And just by manipulating the placement of those notes, you hear the turnaround happen. What's your dog's name, Barbara?
I'm already unmuted. Oh, wow. God, I've been probably like
Careful to put the flat nine on a weak beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it doesn't have as much of an impact.
All right.
You know, so then they become like in between notes.
Yeah, God, there's so much to think about.
Well, but you could, just like I did with the 2-note exercise, you could go through and find triads. So by playing the triad from the fifth, you automatically get those nice extensions.
I cannot hear what you say, what you played. What did you incorporate in your track?
Okay, So I was playing the triad from the fifth. So in C major, G major triad, just like our strategy. Being on paper, forcing you to play something.
D to play.
You know?
I just wanted to know, are there some forbidden chords?
Right. So when you see sus chords, you the relative major.
Means that there is no third actually, huh? That's it?
No.
Uh-huh.
No. Okay. I have to do this again. A sus chord in modern music is a fully voiced seventh chord with a different note in the bass. It's a major or a minor seven with a different note in the bass. So if I take D minor seven, let me get, am I on a chord track here? Okay. So for example, if I take G minor seven, and I put C in the bass, that is a modern sounding sus chord. So it's 4 notes of G minor 7 with a C in the bass. So a minor chord with a fourth in the bass, minor 7th, right? That sound is very full sounding. It's very different than just taking the triad. This is ancient 300-year-old, church music. But this is modern sus chords. Right now, this is G minor, so we have a minor with a fourth in the bass. If I take the relative major of G minor and go B flat major 7, right there I can still keep the C, but now the C is the 2, so I put the 2 in the bass. And we got that super bright sounding sus chord. Right, so when you see sus chords, your responsibility is to play the root at the beginning of the groove, but then you get the rest of your information, your fill information, from the minor 7th or the major 7 that goes with it.
Right.
So let me see. Let me create an example here. Duplicate this. Here it is. Okay. So we want this C down here. It's hard to get it on the beat. There we go. All right, so when you see a sus chord, I will play the C on the beat. And let me slow it down a little bit. 3, 4. Boy, I'm out of tune. Is this because I'm playing a B in the bass? That's why. Yeah. So. So if I think of B flat as my fill information, and I play the C on the downbeat, I'm good. I'll think of B flat now. See how it works. So here's the genius part of it. The cool thing about it is that when you see a C7, if you reverse engineer it, you see a C7 on the page, all right? Your brain should tell you to, okay, if I'm grooving, I'm going to play the C and get information from G7, a G minor 7 or B flat major. If I'm soloing, then I'm going to solo over G minor or B flat major. Now, what happens when you solo over G minor? You're not going to emphasize the sixth, which is the third of C. So it's kind of a safe way to avoid nailing that third of C. Just like if you're going to improvise over B flat, you're not going to emphasize the fourth.
Right.
All right. So if I start soloing over C7 sus, or B flat major, I'm all completely safe from playing the third of C. So that's the nice thing about it.
Great info.
That's useful to know when you see sus chords, is that they're a combination of two things: a different root with a seventh chord above it.
Okay.
Gary, I'm going to ask what
Yeah.
potential question, but that's never stopped me yet.
Oh,
So that's sus then. So if would that be written A minor 7 sus? Sorry.
no, no. The way I see it most of the time is like it's dominant. So yeah, I would write it like C sus 7.
Okay. So C sus 7 is basically saying C with a 7 in the bass.
No, C or C7 sus or C sus 7. How I say it is different than how I've seen it. I see it written as C7 sus, for example. And you have to superimpose, like as a keyboard player, you have to play, a keyboard player would play G minor 7 with a C in the bass. You know? So as a bass player, since we're playing over time and not polyphonically, we play C first and then get our information from G minor, returning back to C.
Gotcha. And sus 4, sus 2 chords, do they just not appear so much written?
Not so much. Yeah, sus 4, like I said, is the really old-timey church.
At
What's that?
rock music, more pop
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah, you might find it. You might find it in some. Yeah, sus 2, I guess. I don't know.
They show up every now and again, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. But when you see sus 4 or sus 2, you're going to be pounding out roots, in rock music. So now, but it is important to, if you happen to get a solo, is to be able to get a sound out of that, and you might be able to get away with thirds on that. This one, no. When there's the sus 4, then go to your G minor, go to your B flat, and you'll be flashy. You'll intimidate those rockers.
Fair enough. Thanks.
And you probably get fired.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So the difference between sus 2 and sus 4 is that sus 2 is considered to be with a B flat major, and sus 4
No.
is with a
I'm
minor, or what?
No. There's no difference.
Okay.
The sus 2, I'd have to hear the context of the song, because sus 2 is not really part of jazz harmony. It's more rock.
Okay.
So in most rock music is guitar, and when guitar players play a root and a fifth, there's overtones in there of major thirds. So, unless it specifically says sus 4, once you get to sus 4, then you can imply the G minor.
So if I understand well, I would like to be sure what I understand.
Yeah.
When you have sus 4, it means that the note you play in the bass is the fourth of a chord. No, it's not.
No.
Okay.
No. So all of these, if it's a C sus2, C sus4, C sus7, all of these have C in the bass. And to different degrees, they have more colors above them. C sus2 is very precarious. I couldn't give you a blanket thing to play over it, except major pentatonic, you know. Sounds okay. But if I do this, then this sound, that's ugly, you know. So here I would tend to maybe try the B flat. And then there again, you need context. You need to hear what the rest of the sound's like. But once you see C7 sus or C sus7,
Run away.
then it's immediately dominant 7, and you're in. I missed what you said.
You run away. I said.
You run away, yeah. No. Once you see C sus7, you've got your G minor. You've got your senior bass for the first part of the groove, and then
I remember that. Right.
yeah, you got the minor with the 4th in the bass, or a root with a minor chord built on the 5th. Just like you get to where you can see them, you know, without having to like calculate, you know. And then there are lots of times where people don't write the sus symbol, and they will put A minor over D, A minor 7 over D, and there it's all. There you go. There's your sus chord. It's already spelled out perfectly. You got your upper structure for soloing. You got your lower structure for grooving, and the upper structure for fills in between. So that's pretty common. What are you doing, Jorge? Look serious.
Passive bass with the
Guy as well. The thing that I remember from being my guitar, 6-string guitar times, whenever you saw like in a chart a chord that you couldn't play, which was a lot before I understood my jazz, was always to simplify. So like if you see a 13 chord, you make it into a 7 chord and just get by with just, or if you can't find a way to play a C7, you play a C major and so on. As if it's a minor, you just
Learn how to play the chords to Green Dolphin, you know. Learn where those notes go. That's super useful. So great. I think maybe we've done enough damage tonight.